Hello my friends, happy summer solstice, and a reminder we've got friends to help you out in a jam at soulmart.me. Like our newest practitioner, Bernadette Morgan, all the way in England, helping you with a 30-minute power shot. Jam through your troubles with Bernadette, or maybe just a quick 15-minute read with Master One Feather, our expert psychic. Or perhaps you're looking for your destiny? How about DJ David Palmer? He'll give you an astrological destiny reading, all at soulmart.me.
Soul Garden.
Hello Ambassador Gemini, welcome to Soul Horoscopes Weekly Edition. I'm your host of the universe, Christopher Witecki. And I want to remind you there is a home away from home called soulgarden.me. You should come on down. We got a whole bunch of other twins just like you. In fact, a lot of Gemini writers. I know, isn't that a cliche? But come on down, create a profile so we can reach out if shift hits the fan. And there's a lot of shifting going on. Right now the sun is in Cancer, and we're kind of recuperating and catching up emotionally from the last year. With the sun in Cancer, we always deal with our emotional life and where it stems from. But we also always deal with another quality in a given year, right? Or in a given month or in a 3-day period. And in your case, that quality is your soul capital, the transit immediately after your birthday transit. So you are emotional and you are facing your self-esteem and ability to manifest issues. And this is the dynamic of the given month. Now, laying that out, Monday, things break down. Unfortunately, Uranus rules the day on Monday, and that means whatever you have miscontextualized, whatever you've not really been honest with yourself about, will break down. And it could be one of two ways. On the one hand, how you manage your emotional life. On the other hand, how you manage your own self-esteem and financial life. If a Gemini feels bad, they also feel worthless. And strangely enough, if a Gemini feels productive and they've done good in the world, they feel very good about that. Emotions and productivity and fertility kind of go all together. So whatever breaks down on Monday, you've got to look at both areas. Is it how you manage your emotions? A lot of Geminis just get in their head and try to ignore emotions, by the way. Or is it how you manage your soul capital, self-esteem, or both? Look for both. Now, the moon will be in Virgo, which means this might get you in the belly, literally. It's a day of nesting and resting otherwise, and so if you're forced out in the world, it's not going to feel good. And it is a day where you might take it home, whatever this emotion is. So you have to take care of yourself. You have to self-nurture. You are more emotionally sensitive than usual out there in the world on Monday. So let yourself have that and accept that and be compassionate to yourself. On Tuesday, you feel much better. Mercury rules the day. That's your home planet, so you're clicking into gear and you're starting to make some sense of these feelings or some sense of what broke down. This is called the breakthrough period, seeing it differently, looking at it differently, trying to get to the bottom of what you should be looking or what your approach should be when it comes to self-confidence, soul capital, or again, emotional management. The moon is still in Virgo. You're still needing to take care of yourself. And there is a chance of storms when the moon crosses over Mars. When the moon crosses over Mars, I think the universe's intention is to get moving with taking care of you, okay? A huge priority with Mars here. Now, if you don't take care of you, the moon crossing Mars is certainly a breakdown, certainly tripping over something, sometimes a physical accident, literally, that forces you to pay attention to your self-nurturing now. So Mars can be dangerous if not handled with care, and the moon will spike up on this day. But again, Mercury rules the day on Tuesday, so I think you're feeling pretty sharp. On Wednesday, it's all about Venus. Venus is ruling the day. It's time to restore balance and order to our life. The moon looms in the Libra, so your inner child comes online at this point. And if you've taken care of yourself, you'll probably want to have fun or follow your heart or be creative or go hang out with someone groovy. If you haven't taken care of yourself, this could be first of a little bit of a breakdown or inner child release, all right? And speaking of release, really Saturn right ahead is asking for it. The moon and Saturn come together in this 24-hour period, and Saturn as of Wednesday is direct, okay? This means that it is time to take responsibility for your own happiness. It is time to move forward towards what your heart really wants. It's time to be honest with who you're really in love with. It's time to be honest about what you love about yourself. These have been hard things for Geminis because I think they've been afraid of the consequences, but it doesn't matter anymore. Saturn direct means that for Geminis who've done the soul work, you'll be now pursuing and moving on the course of your inner child child and personal dreams. You'll be doing the work necessary for your personal dreams to come true. For those who have not do the work or don't want to take responsibility, this will be a time where things might decay, or you might go off on false paths. Paths of the ego, for one, with Jupiter in your sign, could be a false direction to go. So the point is however you're feeling on Wednesday, I hope you're connecting to your inner child. I hope that's the part of you that's in control. And as of Wednesday, it's time to listen to that part of you, or else, says the universe, right? And that's really what it's about. Thursday, things cloud up, unfortunately, but fortunately on the other hand too. It's a Neptune day, it's an intuition day, it's a day to kind of chill out. So your inner child is going to be alive, it's going to want to do things. Creativity is the best, but Neptune ruling the day means that no one's answering your call and no one's at home, so unfortunately it might be video games or whatever is your personal inner child pursuit, but you do want to give to your inner child and you do want to intuit. What are you intuiting? Well, again, this month's topic, self-esteem. Why don't you have self-esteem? Maybe it's because you're not following your inner child. Why don't you hold up for yourself? Or why are you not being productive? These are the questions of Soul Capital of the month, even though you're kind of indulged with your inner child and the needs of your inner child, again, on Thursday. Then comes Friday. On Friday, we got some groovy stuff going on. For one, we've got a temporary soul pyramid triggered by the moon. For two, it's time to decide and make some decisions already about what you're not worth, or about what you're not going to be weak about anymore or doubting yourself. Soul Capital. Okay, but I think the soul pyramid, this little temporary little beauty, is actually what brings you to the conclusion. The moon is in Scorpio. That's one of the things. So you're hyper aware about your daily reality at this point. You're hyper aware about your body. You're hyper aware about your life, which can be unnerving on some senses, but also really does give you a reality check of what's going on. So your emotions are tying into the sun, which is starting to feel, hopefully, what you're actually worth, or what you should be turning your back on, or what work you should turn away from, or what money problems you should turn away from. At this point, we're at the end of chapter 1, and you're starting to understand that. Then Neptune in Pisces, which is trying to guide Geminis to the perfect career, to the spiritual driven, where you're meant to be. So you've got the universe trying to guide you, you got your soul capital coming online, and you're feeling the bumps in the road, but at least you know what doesn't work. I think this soul pyramid leads to a decision, and that decision on Friday is, all right, what am I not worth anymore? I'm not worth this job, I'm not worth this relationship, I need to honor myself, I need to not give it away. These are usually what people at Soul Garden are saying no to, but there are some who are saying I got to quit being greedy. There are some out there saying that on this day. Then comes Saturday. Saturday is an action-filled day, or it could be breakdown, depending on what you put your heart into. Now, you are hyper aware. You're either feeling really connected or really disconnected, or really good or really not good. That is how you kind of plug into reality, depending on which twin is active, right? So you're feeling that hyper awareness in that regard, but it's Mars. The universe is putting Martian energy on the day. Mars rules the day, encouraging you to act. But if you've done no action and done no learning, it could encourage you to fight, break down, not feel good. So Saturday's a day to get the job done, literally for you, especially if it'll make you feel better, if it'll add value to your consciousness, if it'll get a manifestation going forward. Even going out shopping for what you will do with the money is actually taking action on this new value system. So on Saturday, encouraging you to take action. On Sunday, sliding into home base for you in a lot of senses. The moon moves into Sagittarius, so it's a sentimental day. It's a day where you might want to spend time with others. It's a day in that regard for kind of balancing out with you and someone else. Geminis really do like to use someone else in that regard, so you're feeling the sentimental. But I think what's also going on is this other soul pyramid. We got a quick soul pyramid on Sunday, and it adds like a little bit of a rainbow to the day. For you, it really is how you're relating. So your relationships or how you relate is the epicenter with the moon, but it ties into Mercury in Leo, which means that you are super sharp about what your thoughts are. It's tying into your overall intellect. It's tying into your sharp prowess. So you're feeling different in relationships. You're feeling your intellect. And then there's Uranus in Aries, which means you're feeling your new place in the world. So you're really starting to feel like this new day, I think, on Sunday, this new day breaking. And what ties it together are relationships, thoughts, and place in the world. But you probably apply it to everything, including what you're worth. All right, Gemini. Whew. That's a long one, man. You try that. That's all I have for this 7-day forecast, but I will see you in 7 more. Good luck with all of that. Until then, live, love, be.